I'm alive.
You made it.
Barely, to be honest. Vacation. Who? Maybe not me.
Maybe not you?
Maybe not me.
Damn. Aaron's back. Want a Mac.
We're Mac. Win a Mac. Well, no, we can't afford that shit. Nobody listens to our podcast, so.
We're 5 plays away from 1,000.
That's awesome.
I say we're gonna do it. I say we're gonna hit it before we post it our first episode, which is on the 14th. So
Sick.
I believe in us. I'm so fucking tangled.
Our first episode of season 2?
No, our first episode last year was on the 14th of March.
Oh. Wow. We actually kept time. Damn.
I know.
Well, I'm Aaron.
I'm Jade.
This is Unapologetic Introverts. Episode 50.
We made it to 50.
I like your opening. It's episode 50, bitch.
Of course.
And my eyes are watering now. So tired. Always.
It didn't help that you came back and then we had the time change.
Yeah, that was probably stupid planning on my part.
I forgot it was happening, so I woke up and my alarm clock was like, it's 7:30. I was like,
Kill me.
yeah, I'm going back to bed. Awesome. And then I rolled over and I happened to grab my phone and it was like, it's 8:30. I was like,
What secondary alarm were you using?
no, my alarm didn't go off. At the end of my bed, I have an alarm clock that I just use for time.
Gotcha.
And I was
so
like,
it fooled you.
It's only 7:30. This is great.
No, it's not.
It was not 7:30.
It's 8:30.
So annoying.
gross.
But more daylight.
It's true. I'll take it.
We may be more human now.
I brought the sun back with me. You're welcome.
Thank you. It was nice to sit in the sun today.
Yeah, it's been nice to sit in the sun for 2 friggin' weeks. I have feet tans, which is hilarious and sad at the same time because it's really dark and then just blaringly white.
Was New Zealand going to get hit by the cyclone at all, or was it just going to Australia?
I think it bypassed them just before we left, which is a surprise because I thought, if anything, could you keep me on that continent, island, whatever,
the beautifulness,
country? But no, it was just have a horrible time leaving your country.
Yeah. Goodbye.
And then trying to have a horrible time getting back to your country.
Of course.
I don't know. I'm cursed. But I'm all right for domestic flights, so we're all right.
Yeah.
For PEI.
Okay.
Shouldn't be worried about that.
Okay.
That doesn't require, going through customs and
yeah. Thank God.
too much luggage.
No, just to carry on.
Carry-on's fine.
Struggling is what we are.
I've had a few people ask me, "What are you gonna do?"
Mm-hmm.
They knew that we've been doing this for a year. They're like, "What are you gonna do? What's so special about
For the year?
a year?" And I was like, "Oh shit,
Oh.
I don't know. It's 2 weeks away."
Oh. I say we do something special for the end of season 1 whenever we decide how many episodes that is. Is it 100?
Yeah,
Then we throw a party?
100 when we throw a party. 52 and we just have a minimal celebration of, hey, we made it.
Yeah.
Another year surviving. Yay. It's only getting worse, but that's okay.
We're having fun.
Yeah, everybody's having fun right now. The world's on fire.
Yeah. It's the way it goes.
Yeah. Isn't there a song about that?
It's the end of the world.
Yeah, that one.
Know it.
Yep. Yeah. They made a song about it, so it can't be that bad, right?
Exactly.
So we're thinking about peanut butters.
Yeah.
Still.
We gotta order peanut butter.
Yeah, because we said we would do that, right?
Oh fuck! Is it gonna have tariffs on it now?
Probably. Is it from the States?
Yeah.
Should have ordered it before the tariffs. It's fine. It was coming. Everything's so expensive.
It's so sad.
Just want peanut butter,
Gourmet peanut butter. You know what I want? My Crescent City books.
Oh shit.
Because those haven't been charged yet. They won't be charged until June.
Gross.
So.
And they're coming from the States.
Yeah.
Barnes and Noble.
So whatever. It's fine. It'll be worth it. It's fine. It's fine.
It's all right. Can't be any worse than the Sleep Token madness.
Yeah. Fuck.
It was like, oh, I thought I paid for that. Oh, no, I have not paid for that.
Just kidding. Here's
Just
another $50.
Here's half the cost of the book.
Literally.
Yeah.
So stupid.
It was a book that, probably cost maybe $10-ish to make.
Yeah, it's fine. Oh, got cat hair everywhere.
Great. I'll say thank you. Thank you to Sydney.
She had so much fun.
Well, she's welcome to come on.
She was like,
show.
That was so easy. I was like,
it is.
I know. She goes, I think it's just because we yap all the time anyway.
It's fairly, once you get settled in.
Yeah. It was funny to watch her reaction to hear herself in the headphones.
You're like, what? Who am I?
Yeah. Or like she would make a noise. She goes, oh, I'm sorry. I'm like, I can cut it out. It's okay.
It's fine. Just disassociate around it like all of us do.
Yeah.
Huge thanks to Sydney for covering for me. I haven't listened
nice.
to it yet because I literally got back that night.
Yeah.
And I've been
giggle. You are gonna giggle.
It's probably the only episode I've listened to since, I don't know, like episode 10.
Did you actually listen to one?
An episode?
Yeah.
Oh, I started listening a long time ago.
Oh, my mom listens to them all, and I get in the car sometimes, and I'm like, no, I don't want to hear myself. Turn it off.
I'm our greatest fan, don't you know? And now I am a huge fan of Sydney and yours podcast. So just like the ratings will just go up like immensely.
She's gonna get all her friends to listen to it.
Yeah. On your one episode, and then I'm gonna be like, oh, I guess I'm fired. Like you're gonna cut me out. Sydney's gonna replace me. I'm out.
Sydney's gonna punch you.
Oh, Sid.
She made a comment. She was, I don't know what she said. Did she say thank you to you? Did she say safe travels or something? And she was like, I haven't even met you yet.
It's great. We should get together soon. What is this? I literally was gone for 2 weeks. What are you telling me this news?
What news? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's up to 3% chance now. The last time I looked when I
thought
wrote
it dropped.
No, no. So we're talking about the asteroid and the percentage of it hitting Earth. We kind of blabbed about that. I don't know how many episodes ago. Yeah, no, it started increasing like daily.
Oh, great.
I wrote it down.
I joke about an asteroid hitting the Earth and feeling relieved about it, but I don't actually want it to happen. Come on, it's stressful.
Please no.
God, no.
So last time I looked, it was like almost 3%, and I haven't looked since. Nor have I seen anything since. So I think the internet is just trying to like not show people, and I'm like, that's not cool.
Yeah, that's probably the worst thing to do, because if it's anything like my flight to New Zealand, it's good to have people informed instead of leaving them very, very out of the loop.
Yeah. No, thank you. So yeah. But 2032. So we got time.
Yeah, it's great actually. That's good timing on my part. I think by then I will be at the rock bottom of all bottoms, and then just let it go. I want to do it like that. I can't remember the movie. I think it was like Armageddon or something, where they just go to the ocean and they just stand there, and when the asteroid hits the planet, the ocean just swallows them whole. I think I'd be okay with that.
Yeah.
Just whatever.
Yeah. I mean, like we talked about, probably not going to affect us at all.
Get taken out by a whale.
But yeah. Okay, great.
In a different way.
It's not swallowing you. It's landing on you.
Exactly.
Jesus.
No, but I've declared that if I can die by a beach, we're okay. Mm-hmm. But it has to be near the ocean, not some chintzy beach.
No.
Like we have here.
Nice beach.
Nice beach. Nice near the ocean. Doesn't matter if it's cold.
Nope.
Just walk right in there.
Yeah, won't count. Good. Won't count in a minute. You won't feel anything.
Yeah, segueing into the trip, I guess. Is that what I'm talking about next? Yeah.
Give us the rundown. If you haven't clued in, we're just yapping.
We're yapping today. The episode is Yap.
It's the recap.
The re-yap.
The recap.
It's
the re-yap.
That's so terrible.
It's great.
Getting there. getting there to New Zealand.
Shit show.
Definitely a shit show. Don't fly Delta. I would.
No.
I mean, you gotta give them kudos. Let's for any of the listeners.
Nobody died
who weren't aware of the news that day. There was a plane crash.
Yeah.
What day was that? The 17th of February. Plane crash on the tarmac at Pearson International Airport. Don't worry. As far as I'm aware, nobody died. Some critical injuries going on.
Nobody died.
I think nobody died.
Critical was like the children that got rushed as sick kids. And my thought is, if they're getting rushed as sick kids, they're pretty young. So were they young enough to not have to have their own seat?
Yeah, likely. And the parents just couldn't hold on to them as the plane flipped. So watch the video of that happening.
Yeah.
Insane.
Crazy.
Just the wind just went, and that was it.
I think they also came in way too fast. So many factors.
There's so many factors. Anyways, somewhere down the tarmac, while that was happening, I was sitting in a plane.
Ready to leave.
5 minutes. We were taxiing to take off. And all we hear from the pilot? Yeah, I guess it was the pilot or the co-pilot. I can't remember at that point. I was like, oh,
there's some trauma here. We've blocked it out.
He was just like, oh, hey, so we have an all stop and the airport's told us we're not allowed to leave. It was like, sir, what? Because to top this off, the only reason we were leaving at that time was because in Ottawa they were having a snowstorm. So the crew who were coming from Ottawa to fly to Vancouver were late by an hour. So because we were late by an hour, we were taking off an hour later, which meant this all happened at this specific time. And I feel personally attacked every time I try and leave our country now. Don't know what up, but yeah. So he was like, hey, I'll stop. And we're like, oh, okay, cool. You know, maybe it's just, they said, oh, they're having some trouble on the tarmac or something.
Yeah.
Something
You're
might
like,
have happened.
Plane got stuck. Whatever.
Yeah, something like that. Or it's icy out, whatever. They have to wait to de-ice the plane. Whatever.
Yeah.
You know, like the general
stuff that
airport stuff. Then a few minutes later, he comes on. He says, well, we've learned there's been an incident at the airport and everything's being shut down. It's like, what? What do you mean? What do you know, that meme? What do you mean? What do you mean? Yeah, that was me. I was like, great, because it's okay. Like, maybe we'll still go.
Yeah.
We just got to get this sorted. They'll clean it up. So he's like, okay, we're going to wait a few minutes to see what we've got to do and what we're told. And I was like, instantly in my gut, I was like, we're going to get deboarded off this fucking plane. It's going to happen. At that point, I just resolved myself that this was already the nightmare that is my life. And it's okay. We'll get off the plane in like a half hour. Cool. Right?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, they'll just taxi us to the jetway. We'll figure it out and we'll deal with it from there. Not a big deal. All right. So another half hour goes by. Cool. We've been on this plane for probably an hour, 15 minutes, hour and a half.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. No problem. He says, oh, yeah, they've shut the airport down. We're going to have to return to the jetway and you guys are going to have to deboard and sorry about this and blah, 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 blah. Cool. Kind of already figured it at that point because I was like, sitting there going, Jade, tell me what's up. And you sent me this thing like, I think a plane flipped over.
It was so wild. You said goodbye and I said safe flight. Not like literally 20 minutes later you were like, just kidding, there's been an incident. And I was like, oh, what the fuck? Trying to search as soon as you told me, nothing. And then you're like, yeah, I'm trying to look at stuff. So I go back on Google, nothing. I'm like, I'm on Twitter refreshing, and I just happen to refresh. There is a 2-second clip of like smoke of someone like across the highway. And I'm like, well, they literally just had something catch on fire yesterday. Like maybe that's not it. And then I keep refreshing and I'm like, oh, there's more stuff now. I was like, oh, I think there's a plane crash.
Yeah. And the guy in front of me literally is just like, oh, there's been a plane crash. And everybody in the plane's like silent for a second. And I'm like, and then you send me it like directly after he says that. I'm like, oh, because I was sitting there trying to.
I got it on a fluke.
The internet on the plane in the middle of the taxi lane is just kind of shitty. So So I think everybody on that plane just turned into a sleuth for that like 30 minutes of what is going on, because we are trapped in a plane right now, right? So a lot of people get a little anxious, and with the state of
the planes,
the world and America and all this right now, everybody's freaking out. So the guy in front of us is just like, yeah, I think he wasn't very loud about it. He was just talking to his buddy. He was like, I think there's a plane crash. And it's like, oh shit, I guess we're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
So, at that point resolved that we weren't going anywhere, but maybe they could clean it up if it was just something,
No.
cool. No. Okay. So, to top on to that, he's like, yeah, we're going to go to the jetway. Okay, cool. We got to the jetway, and he's like, yeah, the jetway's broken, so they're going to try and bring somebody to come fix the jetway.
Like, who broke the jetway? I
don't know. I want to smack them. Anyways, so that was an hour later after they decided we can't fix the jetway. He comes on the line. He's like, I'm so sorry, folks, but we're going to have to taxi over to another jetway to get off the plane. At least
you get like a little ride.
Yeah, it was worth the thousands of dollars for that entertainment and freaking out and
just
trying
wasting fuel.
Anyway, so because not only did we have to get to another jetway, we had to wait for all the other planes that were already also deboarding out of the jetway. So we had to wait a couple planes to deboard before we could get to this. So 3.5 hours on this plane. I was like, we could have been almost to Vancouver by now. Yeah. And you see other planes are landing amidst all this. So it's like, oh, so why can't we take off? We weren't that close to it because obviously I wasn't even sitting near a window anyways. It would have been the most uncomfortable flight, to be honest. So maybe it was a good thing because there was no storage. So I had to shove my carry-on under my seat. So I had no leg room. It's just nightmares. But they did give us a $15 voucher for lunch.
Wow.
That day that expired within 3 hours. Cool. Didn't matter because the airport was shut down.
Literally, you can't do anything.
Couldn't do anything. And then on top of that, they gave us little free shitty headphones. So kudos to Air Canada for that, for being trapped on a plane for 3.5 hours.
Like the foam ones? Or were they earbuds?
The little earbuds.
Okay.
Yeah, but they're really shitty. They're not even foam.
I was going to say, it's not like the little like miniature version of our headphones is what I'm picturing. Like the old
corded little shitty ones that plug into their shitty little screens that don't work anyways, and rage. Anyways, that sucked. So mostly through that, I had spent, because I was like, there's no freaking way I'm getting a hold of Air Canada right now.
No.
There's so much chaos going on, and I can see everyone in the plane with their phones out trying to like
do the
call
same thing,
and do the same thing. So I contacted Air New Zealand, and it was so crappy to have to do that because it was through chat. And my phone kept disconnecting out of the chat, so I'd get to a certain point and be like, hey, can you help me? And then all of a sudden it'd be like,
just bye.
We're disconnecting. And it's like, oh, okay, try this again. So I finally got through to someone, and they were like, oh yeah, we can help you, and then it's gonna take me about 10 minutes, stay here and I'll get back to you. It's like, cool. They were really nice about it. Really great.
Really good.
Thanks for being super helpful. Finally got to the point where, like, just as we were about to get off the plane, she had said, okay, I need another 7 minutes. I'll be right back. I'm going to try and figure out where you're going next.
Yeah.
Like where they're trying to rebook you to. Because I had a feeling that they weren't going to be rebooking anyone at all through the airport. And I was very much correct because we got off the plane. And also just taking a minute to say fuck you to that lady from Air Canada who I asked for help when we got off the plane, because I was like, lady, I was really polite. This is what I said. It's like, I just walked up to her and said, hey, I'm not sure what we should do next, where we should go. Like, do we go talk to someone? And she was like, they're not booking anything in the airport, and you have to get out of this area for security reasons. You can't be here. I was like, ma'am.
Why do you work in customer service?
Ma'am, why are you here right now? Why are you being such a bitch?
You're being useless.
I just needed to know, is there somewhere we can go? She's like, you have to go get your luggage. I was like, okay. You don't understand my rage right now. Like, I lost it. I was like, I will never. I just said fuck Air Canada. And I said I would never recommend you to anyone ever again. Ever.
I've heard horror stories of Air Canada.
Oh, it's all shitty. It's shitty.
Also just like...
I get she was probably having a shitty day too, but I just was trapped on a plane for 3.5 fucking hours. I'd been in that airport all morning.
All she has to do is say, sorry, I don't have information at this time. If you could please just keep moving.
Yeah, just keep... Like, I wasn't even blocking anybody. We just... got off the plane. I was like, what do we do next? Like, I don't know. Like,
if you can't work with the public, do not work with the public.
Just tell me that I have to go collect my baggage and that Air Canada will probably follow up with me. Like, just give me some kind of like
something. Hey,
like, not, you can't be in this area. You have to leave. Like,
go away.
Rude. Anyways, I hope her pillow is always warm.
Yep.
Get wrecked. Okay. Yeah, so after that, I finally got back from Air New Zealand. She's like, hey, so I can't touch any of your like flight information. I was like, okay, but I think you're flying through Korea. I was like, oh, you think we're flying through Korea, do you? That's
great.
That's awesome. And then she's like, yeah, Air Canada should send you an email with the details of the rebooking. And I was like, I haven't got an email.
Yeah.
But she's like, I see that it's been booked though. So So here's the she was able to give me the confirmation
number
thingy or itinerary thingy. She's like, if you can get a hold of someone at Air Canada, they can give you more details. And I was like, cool.
Thanks.
I'll go and try and do that. So the next part of this epic story is we go and we collect the luggage and I'm sitting and I'm having a panic attack in the luggage carousels going, okay, so do we just give up this trip right now or do we fly to Korea? Which, if anyone doesn't know, if you're flying out of Toronto, is a 15-hour flight there. Mm-hmm. And then a transfer, which is also 12 hours on top of that.
Which is insane.
Yeah, 27 hours. Plus the layover, which is about an hour. I don't recommend hour layovers. It's a stupid idea. I don't know who thought of that, but you also have to go through security.
Yeah. You would think that making up these flight schedules, they would allow for more time.
Yeah, no. Anyway, so... sitting in the luggage carousel, freaking out and going, I'm at this point I
just want to go home.
I want to go home. I'm delirious. I'm losing it. I'm exhausted because we started the day so early and we boarded so late and we got off the plane so late. And it's like all day was just a shit show. And then I was like, we'll just go to Korea. It's fine. Just decided that, but we needed to go find out the information of when we were going to Korea because it's like, oh yeah, we're going to Korea, but I don't know when our flight leaves. I don't know any details of where I'm supposed to go. It's in a whole complete other terminal.
Yeah.
So it's like, what are we doing? So we go back out to the area where you basically talk to somebody or load your luggage and get going. And it's all blocked off. They have everything. Nobody's talking to anyone. Air Canada's just like, nah, fuck you. We'll rebook. You know, you check your email. Check your email. It's going to be in your email. It's not in your email.
I need it now. In your email.
And it's not in my spam.
No.
I've gotten multiple emails from Air Canada since, so they obviously didn't have a problem there. So thinking as brightly as I could, I decided to hop into the accessibility and seniors line because I was like, fuck this. I need information. And sorry, I don't like to be that person, but my dad is a senior. So
I was going to say, did you at least bring your dad into the line?
You know, I was like, whatever. She can take my head off when I get there, but I just need to know what we are doing because I can't get any information. The app is screwed. The website's screwed because everybody's trying to get on the website to look up information.
Yeah.
Anyway, she finally tells me, she's like, oh, well, actually, I pulled up to the thing and I was like, hey, so I know we might be in the wrong lane and I'm sorry for this, but I've contacted Air Canada, who was my original booking, and they've said we are now going to, and she's about to cut me off because she's like,
don't care.
You're okay. I was like, we're going to Korea. Like you could see it like slow-mo out of my freaking lips, and she's just like, oh, why are you going to Korea? Like, give me a second. She's like, hold on, give me your passport.
Yeah.
She's like, it's like something clicked in that I was like, she's never heard of somebody having to fly through Korea to get somewhere on Air Canada. Yeah. So I was like, can you please just help us can you let us know when we're leaving,
please,
or where we have to go?
That would be great.
Yeah. So she's like, well, I can't print this out, unfortunately, because it's just one of those little tiny kiosks and I don't really have the giant printers or anything. She's like, I can't print all this information out for you, but I can write it down on a piece of paper and at least tell you when you need to be here.
Yeah.
And hopefully they'll be open tomorrow for flights. And I was like, great.
Thanks, ma'am.
Awesome. So somewhere in the midst of that chaos, because it's all just a big black blur in my head, I was fighting online to book a hotel room.
Yeah.
I'll never stay at the Quality Inn, Mississauga. Also, Jesus Christ.
They snowplow at 10 p.m.
They snowplow at 10 p.m. They almost plow the building at 10 p.m. too. It's a shit show. Half the stuff is unfinished or like creepy crawlies, and
Nope.
the beds are shit. Yeah, I'm not doing them a disservice. No. I'm saving people from showing up there. The only thing that was like forgivable was the continental breakfast. Let's just say that. Yeah. So I thought, oh, okay, I'll just fight to book a hotel. Well, I found one, and it ended up being the same one that we started at. So it was like, oh, okay, full circle. I guess we'll go just get another shitty sleep.
Yeah.
So get to the hotel, and by the time we have dinner, it's like 11 at night. We have to be at the airport for whatever, like 8 in the morning. But I'm sitting there like jittering, like I am full level anxiety panic attack, because now I'm thinking, oh, we were supposed to get on a flight when we get to New Zealand. We were supposed to get our car rental. We had all this stuff booked for so now I'm like, fuck, because it's 11 o'clock our time, which means it's roughly 5 p.m. in New Zealand the next day. Yeah. Which means everything is about to close. Yeah. So I'm not going to get a hold of anybody. It was just such a shit show. Anyways, so my sister came to the rescue, and she just fucking rebooked us another flight.
Yay.
And yeah. The Korean flight, excellent. Other than the fact that it's a really long flight.
Really long.
One of the best airplanes I've been on, to be honest.
And he said the food was great.
The food was awesome.
What'd you have?
Kimbap.
Something I wouldn't eat.
Something like that. It's literally just like a rice and, was it rice? Yeah, it was rice and mince meat and vegetables. It's just really surprisingly good. Mix it all, and you know
souped it.
Yeah, Korean. Well, you're supposed to. Yeah, Korean hospitality was top notch, honestly, and all of the freaking people, like the hosts, were like they looked like they were movie stars.
Really?
Yeah, they were just gloriously attractive people. It was just like, what am I in a Korean TV show right now?
That's funny.
They're so, and their outfits were so cute. It's ridiculous. Anyways, definitely recommend if you're going to Korea, to Air Korea. Assume it's probably one of the only places that planes that did that.
Yeah.
It was good, other than it being
So long.
so long and only having like 45 minutes
Oh.
to like get off the plane, go through security again, and then just basically get on another plane. So not sleeping for 2 days was pretty brutal.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. Other than that, the interior of the trip was great.
Yes, lots of cute pictures. Pretty pictures. Cute cats.
Mhm.
Stars. Ocean.
Did so much stuff. Like,
Yeah, you guys did a lot.
traveled the whole entire South Island, essentially, not the northern parts of it, because I've already been to Nelson and Picton and all that. And Golden Bay. Golden Bay is beautiful, by the way, if you get a chance to go there. When you fly over it, coming from the North Island, it's like it's just like endless beach. It's just glorious. Last time I was there, though, there was like a dead whale on the beach, and it did not smell very good. No, pretty bad. So essentially landed in Christ. Well, we landed in Auckland, stayed in Auckland for one night, which was essentially just like get there and sleep.
Yeah,
because needed it. Got up the next day. The jet lag reverse wise, not so bad.
Yeah,
because number one, you're excited about your trip, so it's like you're good to go, and you're just chugging back as much caffeine or sugar as you possibly can to keep going.
Yeah, you landed and got an ice cream.
Yeah, landed, got ice cream. Talked to an American, was just like, "Oops, said the wrong thing," because he heard us talking.
Yeah.
And he leaned over and he was like, "Where are you guys from?" And then he said, "Are you from the States?" And I was like, "Please don't associate me with that country."
Oh no!
I didn't have a filter. I didn't think at maybe this person might be from the States. So that's exactly what I said. I was like, please don't associate me with that country.
Well, I don't blame you.
And then I was like, I'm Canadian.
I don't blame you.
Not that I have any like patriotism for this country either, but like I was just like, please don't associate. He's like, oh. And he's like, what do you think about Trump? And I was like, my dad just turned around, he's like, oh, that pumpkin head.
Pumpkin head.
And the guy's like, oh yeah, well I he was okay, he wasn't mad or anything. He's like, yeah, I'm from the States, and I'm worried about what he's gonna do to my pension. I was like, buddy, you're not gonna have a pension. Like,
no.
In my head I'm like, we can't have these conversations because you might not understand like what's happening.
Oh, sir.
So anyways, that was entertaining. And he kind of wandered off and mumbled, and he's like, I was like, how did you get here?
Crazy Canadians.
Yeah, those nut job Canadians getting off a plane and eating ice cream. All I wanted was a shower, and they do have showers at the airport.
Oh,
like free showers you go in. But I went there and they're all under construction. I was like, I hate
crying out loud.
everything.
Ice cream it is.
Ice cream it is. Yep. So immediately got off the plane, had ice cream. Quickly went to a phone booth service because they have those immediately when you get off the planes. They're just like, here's our 2 cell phone companies. Pick one.
Choosing.
And get a phone plan really quickly. I called the car rental. We had probably 50 minutes before we were supposed to pick up the car in the South Island.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, good thing that you called me right now. You're supposed to pick up the car in like an hour. And I'm like, yeah, I know.
That's why I'm calling.
And it was a beautiful person.
Of course it was, because he was from New Zealand.
Yeah. He was just like, oh yeah, no problems, mate. Like, I'll just leave a note on your file and say you're picking it up tomorrow. Because at first he was going to try and rebook us, and he was like, oh, well, we're going to have, like, the only cars available are a Tesla and some other.
You're talking to Siri right now.
Am I?
Yep.
Who's Siri?
You're Siri.
Oh, hi, Siri. My watch. I'm actually surprised it's still going. I think I only have 5% battery.
Oh my God.
Anyways, he was like, basically was like, here, you could have a Tesla or some other electric car. And I was like, we're not driving a fucking Tesla. Number one, I don't know where any of the charge ports are.
Yeah.
Number two, my sister lives in rural parts of like lower
rural,
New
but
Zealand.
So beautiful.
Beautiful. Yeah. Just plots of land. Absolutely great.
So pretty.
Nothing's developed yet. You just look up and there's just sky. Stars. Beautiful. So I was like, no, please don't. And I couldn't get it. He just couldn't understand the concept that I was like, we will pay for the extra day of not driving the car. Just keep the car there. Like, that's all I wanted. Mm-hmm. Finally gets through. Like, we don't care if we have to pay for that extra day. That's fine. Mm-hmm. That was the contract. We get it. Like, what's the extra $90 now at this point?
Yeah.
Right? Like, just keep our car so we don't have to figure out how to drive a Tesla. Anyway, so he was kind enough to be like, oh yeah, I'll just put a note on your file to say you're going to pick it up tomorrow. I was like,
thanks,
oh
sir.
My God, it's that easy.
Thank you, sir.
So I made my dad buy a friggin' like $50 phone plan just so we could make that one essential call. Because I couldn't call with my phone. I only had data.
Oh. Okay.
And if you have data but no phone, you can't call. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And also the phone numbers are just so confusing there. It's like +6402889.
Jesus.
There's a lot more numbers than ours. So anyway.
You got to see Milford Sound. I'm so jealous.
Yep. So flew down to Christchurch, which was relatively uneventful. Thank fuck. Got there, super stoked. Guess what? Auckland. Yeah. First of all, my sister was already in Auckland, so we just picked her up and we went on the same plane together.
That's very nice.
She bought us little cakes, and it was so cute. Then we get down to Christchurch and kind of just say, "Oh, hi, family," and that was cool. We had exactly one night instead of the 3 nights that were planned. Yeah. Which sucked. But that's okay. My sister was working anyways. Then we jetted off. So we went to Cromwell. Pretty cool place. It's near Queenstown, which is like the tourism capital of South Island. It's basically well known for intense skiing and yeah. Well, it's so mountain-esque on that whole side. Like the whole west side of the South Island is just mountains. It's a mountain range essentially.
Got it.
So lots of skiing involved. Yep. So basically we stayed in Cromwell and then we drove the next day to Milford Sound.
Oh, so pretty.
Which is like a 4.5 hour drive. Mm-hmm. Insane roads. Absolutely nuts. Like you look off the side of the car and it's just
cliff.
They don't have safety thing. No, it's just cliff. It's like, whatever, you missed that turn, you're done. So if anyone is traveling to New Zealand, I really, really recommend you pay attention to the speed signs.
Yeah.
Especially when you're coming up to a corner. If it says 35, you're probably going to want to go 20. It's a hairpin turn.
Jeez.
It's nuts. Yeah. So up and down the mountains. And then at one point when we're headed to Milford Sound, you drive through a tunnel. Mm-hmm. And I had no clue that we're going to drive through a tunnel. It was a man-made tunnel, pre-war, essentially. No, post the First World War. Mm-hmm. They air-jacked, like hammer drilled this whole entire tunnel by hand.
Jesus.
It's about, I think it's just over 1,200 meters. Insane.
Jesus.
And you're just, as you're going towards Milford Sound, you are just going down. You're going down through a mountain.
Yeah.
It's just like, and it's a 1-lane tunnel. Like, that's just raw rock.
1 lane as in like, just like you can only go one way?
Yeah. So like it's like a light system. So you wait in line, all the traffic comes out on one side, then the light goes, and then you go.
Okay.
So it's like, there's no room to turn around in there if something fucks up. So, it was freaky. Yeah. No light, basically. It's super dark. Just going to, it's kind of weird because if you're on a tour bus, it's just tall enough for the tour buses. So you're like sitting up there, like,
I'm gonna hit my head.
But as you're going down, there is signs to be like, yeah, there's still 800 meters left. And then there's still 600 meters left. And then there's still, it does like a countdown. And you're just driving and driving down. Well, coming back up the other way was intense because you're going back up and you're like, is my car going to freaking do this? And also to think that was made by hand.
Yeah, that's crazy.
insane. So that part was pretty cool. Milford Sound, absolutely excellent.
So
Except for I'm cursed, so it was the only 2 days of the year that they really had like a drought.
Okay, but it still looked so cool.
It was
At least
very
it wasn't
cool.
pissing rain.
No, you want to go when it's raining.
Oh, I know, but you get better waterfalls. But like,
you absolutely want to go when it's raining. It wasn't bad being friggin' dry out, but holy shit, it was windy.
yeah,
Like you're standing on the top of the boat, and it's like you could just get blown off of the boat. It was wild.
go swim with the fish.
And then we got to see the little seal guys. Those were cute.
They look so cute.
That was good. Milford Sound, went back down because there's only one way to get there. Stayed in Teanu for the night, which was weird because it was like a camping ground place.
Okay.
Weird. It's very common in New Zealand to have like little campgrounds that also have little like bunk houses. You can just stop anywhere. Not overly cheap anymore. They used to cost like $60 a night. Now they're up to like 100 and something, which is like ugh. Rude.
But like it's pretty, so it's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah. And then from there we went to spontaneously decided to go to Invercargill, which is pretty much the lowest point almost you can get on the island before Antarctica.
That's crazy.
There is Stewart Island, but that's a boat ride.
Yeah.
And we didn't really have that much time. So Invercargill was really cool. They had a motorcycle and like a transport truck collection museum thing there.
Cool.
It's pretty wild. I didn't
really
realize
cool.
there was that many vehicles in existence, but here we are. Then from Invercargill, we went to Dunedin and back up to Christchurch. Stopped at Oamaru for the steampunk.
That was also cool.
Place. That place is sick, and it gets better every time. I was there last time, and it was really awesome.
Yay!
It didn't change. I love the little mirror room. It's so great.
That was interesting.
Infinity room. You get in there and it plays a bunch of music and it's like lights are like woo and you're like, oh, I might have a seizure, but
it's worth it.
It's worth it. There's signs everywhere that's like, if you are light sensitive, this is probably not your place.
Leave.
Then back up to Christchurch for a few days, and it was such a short trip, but a busy one.
It looked awesome.
It was great. It was warm.
So good. Yeah. But like not deathly warm.
No, there was only
nice.
one day where it was like, which was blowing their minds because they literally had like no summer. This was their summer.
Oh, really?
Literally happened all in their first couple weeks of autumn.
Weird.
Yeah, pretty nuts. And then as soon as we left, it just like rains for days.
Yeah.
So sorry on them. We took the sun with us.
It's the least you could do.
Seriously, let us have your son. At this point, it's been a long winter. So that was, I missed the part about going up to the North Island and finishing off at Hobbiton, but I just say you should go there yourself. It's great. Even if you're not a huge fan of the Lord of the Rings, it's worth going because
it looks cool.
It's a sick movie set and it's so well designed and created. Like I'm not a huge fan of Lord of the Rings. Like I like it. I like the concept. I like the stories, etc. I like the characters. But I'm really there because I'm a huge nerd for sculpture and set design. So
yeah. It does look really cool.
And it's you get to literally walk through a whole house. There's 10 rooms.
Oh wow.
All designed. And like the water features all work and everything. Like the sinks and it was so well done.
Cool.
And you can actually touch everything.
Yes.
Which is so rare.
Your inner child is like bursting at the seams.
You can touch anything. You can sit wherever you want. You take pictures where it was so good.
Nice.
Anyways,
and everyone's probably just like so chill.
So chill. So chill. So funny too. Anyways, coming home, not overly eventful other than having to rush between Vancouver, but
yeah.
And then, getting to Toronto and them being like, so you might have to go land in Montreal because of the fog. Luckily, it cleared up pretty quickly because I was probably throwing my wrath out the window.
Yeah. Please, just let me go home.
I just want to go home at this point. If I'm already here, let me get home.
Please.
I'm so done. Can't turn around and fly back at this point. So come on. yeah, so it was a very eventful trip. I'm sure that was the whole 40 minutes of me chatting about it.
That's okay.
That's cool. Cool.
45.
Knew it.
That's okay.
I'm good.
I'm so jealous. It
Well,
looked so fun.
We'll have to go.
I know. And Aaron got me a bunch of goodies.
Yeah, lots of goodies. Hopefully tasty, some of them. Not the sand. Don't eat the sand.
I won't eat the sand. It's okay.
I know you desperately want to go there, but you just can't. You can't eat the sand, okay?
I will go one day. One day. One day.
Yeah, save your pennies or nickels, whatever.
Yeah. Oh, it just looks so pretty. I think what we're going to do is we're going to keep yapping.
Okay.
And we're going to split this in two.
Sounds good.
And then the second half will come out Thursday.
Sure. Do we need to do a second intro for it?
I'll just we'll say bye and then we'll just come back up. It's fine.
Okay.
But we'll talk for another little bit.
Yeah, because I feel like the whole second part of this could be its own episode.
Yeah. And then we don't have to rush for Thursday's topic.
Sick. We love it.
So Erin's done her recap. I have so many updates on concerts.
We do have so many updates.
Literally so much happened as soon as you left the fucking country.
I know, and I hated every minute of it. I hated it so much.
So first things first, we got Lumineers tickets.
Yeah.
Which was the most painless experience ever. There was 500 people in front of me. And I was
nobody like the Lumineers. They're good.
So I was like,
Rude.
oh, okay, let's just look at seats. And I was like, we're just going to go with lawn. $67.
That's
cool.
fine.
I feel like this will be a good experience on the lawn. Do that on a Tuesday. Wednesday rolls around. I've got both tabs open for Halsey. I'm ready. It's like 400 people in front of you. I'm like, oh, I got this. Immediately just go, yep, we're getting pit tickets. I'm like,
freaking insane. I
check
can't
out,
believe.
Done. I'm like, this is great.
Meanwhile, while you're doing this, I'm on a plane somewhere
over the fucking ocean.
over the ocean, heading to Korea.
I don't think you were out of Canada yet.
No,
I
was probably going through security or something.
I mean, like you were still flying over Canada.
Oh yeah, probably yeah. That
Watching
would make
that
more
was
sense.
Crazy. I was like, oh my god, you're not even there yet.
Like no, it's hours.
You're still at the edge of Canada.
Yeah, it's like 6 hours later, and you're like, you're still in Canada.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, and then we touched down in Korea. I quickly flip open the thing to get some Wi-Fi while we're trying to get through security, and then I just get like a flood of all of this information, and I'm like, oh my god, what is happening? And then you have more.
Yeah, so we got Lumineers, we got Halsey, and same like Halsey tickets and the sleep token thing started happening on the same day.
I was so mad.
Aaron's in the air. They drop it like a cryptic website with a puzzle, stuff in the code. So by the time that I found it, I knew the password to like get in, get my email, pick a house, whatever. And then it was like, I don't know how much longer, not that much longer. And then it was like, oh, there's Instagrams. You have to request to follow them. I didn't get let in for like a day.
Yeah, I know exactly why that happened. Because Instagram, they had so many people follow them all at once. They just got marked as spam.
Yeah. And then the only reason I got into the House of Veridian is how I'm going to say it. The green one. The green one.
Veridian.
Is because I was getting my hair done. I got my hair done. And it went public for like 2 seconds. And I was like, oh, okay.
Okay, this is mine now.
Thank you. So they had their Instagrams. Then they released sheet music. Then people were like composing the sheet music together. Yeah,
Vessel's truly like, what, you want fucking music? Make it yourself. I'm over this. It's been a long year.
Aaron's coming home. What do? They
so much more.
They release another Instagram post of Morse code. What is the Morse code? Coordinates. What are the coordinates? The Griffith Observatory. Then what do people find on the trail to Griffith Observatory? QR codes. What are the QR codes? Artwork. What are the artwork merges? Like,
The artwork is just like, oh, blood moon. And then the artwork also has like a code, emergence. It's like, oh my God, what is happening?
So on the 13th of March, Aaron and I will simply pass away.
Yeah, that's it.
It's fine. We'll have an update on Thursday.
Headed to the ocean.
We'll have, Jesus. We'll have an update.
I can't believe how soon that is.
It's on Wednesday. I'm like, oh, I'm so excited. And then you're still not in the country. And Lights announces she's going on tour. And I'm like, listen, Erin said she wanted to go. I'm going to sign up for pre-sale.
Finally, Jade listens to me and is just like, I'm going to do the thing. No regrets. No asking.
Sign up for pre-sale. And then the time changes what you were there. And I was just like, okay, like, I'm in. This is how much there. Just like, text me when you wake up. 2 p.m. rolls around. You're like, okay,
sure.
I'm like, yeah, it's on a weekend.
So we're like, the year of concerts was not last year.
No.
It started last year.
Yeah. So we're at 8 in a festival, 7 in a festival.
I think 7 in a festival.
Yeah.
Unless there's more that I don't know about.
No.
You're just booking things left and right now.
No.
Aaron will figure your shit out. It's fine.
So we have, while you were gone, we bought tickets to 1, 2, 3 concerts.
No regrets.
Only one of them was slightly expensive, and that's because I wanted to see Halsey really badly.
You know what? It wasn't that bad, really. You consider how much we paid for friggin' what's his face, Noah.
Yeah.
And we weren't massive Noah fans.
Oh, but it was so good.
But it was amazing. No regrets there.
Good. Oh, and then Soma released more of their lineup, so we get to see Paris again. And we get to see Alex Warren, which will be good.
Oh, that's going to be sick.
And then the other 2 people on the main stage that day, I looked them up. They're pretty good, too.
Shit, I didn't know.
Like, yeah, we get to see Paris again.
Yeah, I'm down for Paris again. Probably going to be... Yeah. And then all of the new music that's come out. Architects, Sleep Tokens coming out. Spirit Box just dropped a whole new thing.
Mm-hmm.
It's just madness right now.
And Halsey dropped a new song.
I know. It's just, what is happening? I don't want to go back to work. I just want to
It's only March.
I know.
It's only March. You know what, Erin? The year can only go up from here.
Honestly, everything is so much better with the music.
Need all the music and all of the books.
I think I'm going to cry so hard when Sleep Token's song comes out. I'm just going to bawl.
Just cry in the corner at work by the fireplace. It's fine.
Yeah.
So, for books, I'm currently reading. Sydney brought over all of her Shatter Me books.
Oh.
So, I am almost done.
Oh, jeez.
I'm currently going to start. Hold on. I need all of the things.
You have a side list.
No, I had to save. Sydney sent me the order of the books. I just don't know any of the things. Okay, I'm going to start reading Defy Me, which is the 5th book. There's 6 with a couple novellas.
Holy
So I'm going to start reading that.
Mm-hmm.
But while you've been gone,
oh no,
I finished Finale the weekend before you left.
Mm-hmm.
I read Deep End the weekend before you left.
Mm-hmm.
I also read Just for the Summer the weekend before you left.
Well, you didn't have any spare time at all.
While you were gone, I read Collide, Dream Girl Drama, Shatter Me, Destroy Me, Unravel Me, Fracture Me, Ignite Me, Restore Me, and Shadow Me.
So I haven't read a single... I mean, I've been reading stuff.
I also ordered 6 more books from Book Outlet, and they're in a box in my room because they won't fit on my shelf.
Oh no.
And I picked up The Charlie Method.
Jeez. I love your library.
It's too big again. I just reorganized the bookshelf at Christmas.
So how are the loaned books going?
They're really good. I think you would enjoy them. They're like dystopian type situation.
Mm-hmm.
Very cool. Very cool. Yes.
We don't have enough dystopia in our freaking current day lives.
Destroy Me, Fracture Me, and Shadow Me so far are just novellas, so they're small.
Yeah.
But I've only got the other half of this novella that I read before you came over, and then 2 more books.
We love it.
My goal this year is 50, and I'm at 20, and it's March.
Yeah, that checks. That feels accurate.
And it's March.
Yeah, it's March. Yeah, you're gonna be at like 100 by the end of the year, which is fine.
But also, yeah, my experience with Book Outlet, great.
Yeah,
two of my books had like, one had a dot on the outside of the pages, one had a line. That's it.
Probably just marks from.
Yep, just like markers.
Yeah.
Most of the books are from Target because they have Target stickers on them.
Yeah. Well, they're just getting like.
Oh, they're overstock and everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, none of them were damaged. Like I paid $7 for each book.
Oh my gosh, that's the worst.
I did order 2 of the same book by accident. So I texted Natalie and I was like, "Do you want to try a new book?" She was like, "Sure." I was like, "Cool."
It's not weird, I promise.
It is a weird one.
I know.
She doesn't care.
We need friends like that in our lives who just accept us for our weird little books.
Yeah, no. Yeah, they're just sitting in a box because I have no room. I can't even fit the Charlie Method in with the rest of that series because that square is full.
Oops.
So
what you're saying,
sad.
You're just going to need to get actual bookshelves?
Yeah, but I also have no wall space. That's the other issue. I need a house.
You need a house.
Need a house.
Well, I would offer some advice here on maybe not buying as many concert tickets in order to afford the house, but
they were all cheap.
They were worth it, insanely worth it. Life is only experience, right? Who needs a house when you can go see Halsey?
Exactly.
Right.
When you can go see Halsey and you can read.
Exactly. You can find room for books.
Exactly.
There's a perfectly good space right there for a bookshelf. Right in front of me.
Oh, but then I can't see them.
But you can while we're podcasting.
But I don't read down here because it's cold down here. I'm going to say one more note before we say bye and then say hi in a minute.
Okay.
I said Bob was going to be 63 the last time we recorded.
Wrong.
He's 62. Sorry, Bob. I aged you.
Aged you so well.
I'm so sorry. That was like 3 episodes ago, but I'm so sorry, Dad.
Oh, it's serious when she pulls out the dad.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, you're not that old.
You're not that old. You're not ancient yet.
No, Aaron's decrepit.
Aaron's decrepit.
You're youthful and pleasant.
He'll always be a child. It's okay.
So will I, but I'm still decrepit. That's it.
We'll stop it here.
Okay.
And we will continue our Yap Fest for next week.
Should we just be like, this is part 1. Check out part 2 next week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll get our give backs next week.
Yeah. Did I? No, I
didn't hit this gives Aaron time to think of one.
It's fine. I have so many because I've discovered so much new music in the past week.
Okay. I'm not even going to outro it because we'll outro it next week.
Sick. All right.
We're back. Episode 50. That's a wrap. It's like...
Stay unapologetically you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
58:39.
We did good.
We yapped.
Sick. Yeah.
Okay. We'll be back.
We'll be back with the re-yap. Phenomena. Yeah, I knew that was coming.